Popcorn and Possibilities. I just cursed way too early in this episode, but here we are to the start of the holiday season. Well,
Woo!
I guess not, but you know what I mean. So anyway, we are in the Christmas episode number 1 of 3. So we started off with a banger, the controversial one, a favorite of the old Steph Meister, Die Hard.
I am a die-hard fan of this film, some might say.
Which
But
So we are back. We've had taken some time off because we were bouncing around. We do have some fun news here that we were just talking about prior to this. Without giving too much away, we did do an interview for a independent movie that is out now, Cuisine de l'Apocalypse, which is out on Amazon Prime. We were, I don't know, honored, I guess. I don't know.
yeah,
What's the
fortunate
word?
enough to interview director and writer Kyle Weingart and his wife Zuzu Weingart, who is one of the main characters and actresses in the film. So super, super fun experience, and we can't wait to release it out into the world and for you guys to hear it because we had an absolute blast.
Yeah, it was definitely a good time. We're getting used to the whole interview process. It was a lot of fun. Let's get into our Christmas season here. So, do we want to start? You know what? Let's start with this. So, it's been a fun time. We are almost a year into Popcorn and Possibilities. It's been great to see all the interactions on Instagram, the love on the Thanksgiving posts, which we had a great time. It's gonna be hard to top that episode. I will
It
say that.
is. It is.
Um, but to give our thanks to you guys during this holiday season, we wanted to run a holiday contest. We had teased it online. We're gonna give you some of the breakdowns. I'll also post it additionally on a story and on a post so you can see the whole rules. The way we're breaking it down is like this. So make sure you are following at Pop and Pos Pod. What we want you to do is post a story of your favorite episode or your favorite clip. What could be one of our reels that we post. We'd like you to listen to the 3 Christmas episodes. Like I said, this is the first of 3. So the first keyword will be in tonight's episode. So stay tuned for that. We want you to find the 3 keywords, 1 in each episode. Take them down, take note, wait till you have all 3, and then once you have all 3, send us a DM telling us what the 3 are. And the final part to enter this contest is to leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or Amazon, wherever you're listening to podcasts, because that will definitely help us out. Our goal is to grow, so this will definitely help us, give us that opportunity. Now, if you do all this, we will select 2 people at random to win a $25 gift card to Amazon. What do you think?
We are so appreciative and grateful for all of your support and all of your engagement as it is. So we figured why not put some stakes to it and why not put something out there that's in it for all of you. So yeah, we hope it'll be fun. We're looking forward to the keyword hunt. We think that'll be a good time. And again, as always, we are so so grateful. This has been a heck of a year
Yeah.
for Brian, for myself, and for Popcorn and Possibilities. So we thank you, we appreciate you, and we hope you have some fun with this as we move through the holiday season.
Yeah, I will say this holiday ride has been awesome to see. And we got some exciting things coming for 2026 as well. So stay tuned for that. We will work on some more reels since that seems to be the popular thing here. But all right, let's you want to start off with the movie first?
Yeah. So we're here to settle a debate today, Brian and I, because I don't, Brian, I think you stand on the opposite side of the line as I do on this. But we all know Die Hard. We're not going to sit and unpack the entire plot. It is an action-packed tale of, you know, some people who are really anxious to get some bonds and some people freed across the country. basically taking Nakatomi Plaza hostage and wreaking havoc and absolutely ruining, a Christmas party and Bruce Willis's feet throughout the entire 2 hour and change runtime of the movie. But I think the reason that Die Hard has become such a staple in the cultural zeitgeist when it comes to the holidays is because of the age-old debate as to whether or not Die Hard is a Christmas movie. And I will die on the hill that yes, it absolutely is. And I come with examples and points to prove this point. So, one of the first sounds you hear, Brian, in the airport when the plane lands is what? What did we hear? I called it out to you. Do you remember?
Is it Let It Snow?
It's sleigh bells. It's just
Sleigh
sleigh
Bell.
bells. When you hear those little jing jing jangles, that can
Mm-hmm.
only mean one thing. That can only mean one thing. It's holiday time, baby. It's the holiday season.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and literally, the movie takes place at a Christmas party. There are Christmas trees, there are festive lights, there are carols throughout, and holiday themed or sounding songs. I don't know. One of the guys gets sent down the elevator in a Santa hat. And then we get our famous, and now I have a machine gun, ho, 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 which is obviously a nod to the one and only Kris Kringle. I mean, who else are we talking about here? Um, I know, I understand that a lot of people see Die Hard as an action movie first, and it is probably my favorite action movie ever made. However, I think it would be horribly amiss not to classify this as a holiday themed. The
I'll,
prosecution rests.
I'll admit that there is fair points to say that it is a Christmas movie. However,
Oh boy.
the movie released in July of 1988, and the
Have you never heard of
studio
Christmas of July, Brian? Have you never heard of Christmas in July?
that wasn't a thing
It
until like
was
last year. People made
untrue.
this shit up
Untrue.
because
No,
they
untrue.
needed to fucking celebrate Christmas in July. Christmas belongs in December with snow and all the whole other shit. It doesn't belong in July when there's sweaty hot pool days. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's different if you're in California and Hawaii, but
Where this took place, by the way, Los Angeles, California. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and where there's snow. Not realistic. Los Angeles, right? Isn't it? It's Los Angeles?
Mm-hmm.
When's the last time snow was in fucking LA?
I don't know. I don't live there. Well, you got me. Sound off in the comments if you're from the greater LA area and you've seen snow in recent times. We'd love to know.
They barely see rain, let alone snow. But Christmas isn't the main theme of this movie. It's an action film. This
It's
is
an
my
action film about a man who cares profoundly for his wife and his family and is trying to make his way back to them. And if family and coming together is not the most central plot point of a holiday film, I don't know what is.
you never even see the kids.
Yes, you
They're not
do.
even
You
in a
see them
picture.
in the first scene they are on the phone, and then when they are asking that they please release mom and dad to the news, they're on the news for like 2 seconds.
All right.
You do
Fair
see
enough.
them.
The themes of this movie I have is terrorism, action, survival, revenge. Family is there, yes, I'll give you that, but it's not the main message. It's just his motivation to get out of the building alive. To me, it's not Christmas isn't the essential story plot. Like if you subbed out Christmas and made it New Year's, or if you made it like a wedding celebration, the movie would still work. If you take a movie like Christmas Vacation and take Christmas out of it, it wouldn't work.
I disagree.
That's
What if you make it summer vacation and there are summer hijinks?
But if you like the whole movie is like the family coming together for Christmas, all the decorations, he's putting up the lights. You take Christmas out of it, what is he putting all lights up for? The summertime?
I mean, some people decorate in the summer for events. Listen, I understand the point you're making. I'm not saying it's an unfair point, but I'm going to take your point and raise you another one. Do you ever feel compelled to watch Die Hard outside of the month of December? Ever? Have
I
you ever
would.
been sitting around, but have you ever, you're saying you would now, but have you ever been sitting around on a random Wednesday in May and decided I really want to watch Die Hard today?
I would.
You say that, but have you
I
ever?
mean, I haven't watched this movie a lot of times. So
When have you watched it, Brian? Has it happened to fall in the month of December?
it has because I was told my whole life it's a Christmas movie.
Because it
But
is. Because whoever raised you and told you this information is correct.
to me, it's not traditional Christmas. I'm not looking for it to just be. However, I can see the argument because if you talk about Home Alone, it's very similar in the fact that the the background is Christmas, but the
Right, but it
movie,
could take place at any time.
yes, yeah. So I would say I'm split on it. I can see the arguments on both sides. To me, I don't view it as a Christmas movie. I get the argument, but to me, I don't see it. I rather like when I think of a traditional Christmas movie, I'm thinking like it's centered around like Jingle All the Way, for example. They're trying to get the toy for the kid for Christmas.
Another
That to,
classic, by the way.
yeah, which we will cover. Spoiler.
Yes.
But but again, that's centered around Christmas. To me, that's a traditional, I can't say it today, traditional Christmas movie. So that's where
But you're
I view it.
I think you just made a further point for my argument because has anyone ever disputed that Home Alone is a Christmas movie? Never.
No,
Never. But you're
but was it?
100% right. It's not a movie about Christmas. It's a movie about family coming together and it's centered around the holidays, which is exactly what goes on in Die Hard. Goodness gracious.
But it's more of an action movie. It's based around action
It's
and
based
the
around
terrorism.
action at a holiday party.
But again, if it was a Christmas, it was a New Year's party, it really wouldn't change
Hans
anything in the
Gruber
movie.
even Hans Gruber even tells Theo, "It's Christmas, Theo. There are always miracles." He knows. He
Yeah.
knows. Hans Gruber knows that this is supposed to be a Christmas film.
And he could be like, "It's New Year's. What? There's some resolutions that could happen."
That no. All right. Now we're
We're
grasping at
getting into
freaking
semantics
straws
here.
here. um listen, I firmly do believe that Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I look forward
Mm,
to it every December. It usually kicks off my holiday season watchings. The same way The Shining kicks me off in October,
mm.
Die Hard usually kicks me off in December to get me in a festive like holiday mood. But I don't disagree with you that it is also just a staple and classic action movie of that time period. And I think Die Hard is a little bit before our normal window in the 90s. I think you said Die Hard came out in what, 88?
88. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a genre defining movie, I think, for that time period, you know?
Yeah.
And I am not usually an action movie person. Like that is not the movie I'm going out of my way to watch. But Die Hard has a chokehold on me for some reason. I just love it. It
Yeah, I
never
am
gets
thrown
old
off by
either.
that because I'm like, you're not typically in action.
I'm not. I'm not. I think all right, so there are a couple of let's talk about favorite characters and moments, right? So Argyle, the limo driver, just
Mm-hmm.
just absolute gem of a character throughout the movie. From the way he kind of fills the anxious quiet when Bruce Willis gets in the limo for the first time and he's like chatting it up, and even though Bruce Willis isn't really into it, he's like, "No, I'm a taxi driver in my past. People look forward to this kind of banter, whatever. And then through that, he kind of gets Bruce Willis to open up. He learns why he's here, what's going on. And then no questions asked when he gets him to the
Yeah, he
party.
sticks
He's like,
around
"Hey,"
for him.
he's like, "Do you have anywhere to stay?" And he's like, "I'll figure it out." And he's like, "No, this is what's gonna happen. I'll wait in the garage. If things go well, here's my number. You let me know, I'll leave. If things don't go well, come back out and I'll take you somewhere." So that's a heck of a commitment for someone who you just met.
Yeah.
Um, I will say though, our boy Argyle needs he needs a new tape deck or a new playlist because I am fairly certain every single time they zoom in on him in the car, it's the same song. And he's in that car for hours, but
Yeah.
it's the same song over and over again.
Drinking and vibing the whole
Yeah,
time.
yeah, he's just vibing.
Limos was just such a thing back then. Like, you just wanted to be in one so bad.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The ratings are still holding up for this movie, which is interesting.
What are the ratings?
Rotten Tomatoes has it at 94. Popcorn is
Hell
also
yeah.
94.
There you go.
Metacritic is 72. User is 8.7. And then IMDb has it at 8.2. So still very high up there.
I um I also think I think the acting in this movie goes a long way because sometimes when you think about action movies,
Right.
it's like the movie itself is fine, but sometimes the acting is a little bit cheesy or like it's a little bit contrived because they're so focused on these bombastic action scenes and things. But
Like
I
Ellis.
feel as though like Ellis. Well, for the record, this movie is rated R, and I just
Yeah.
remembered all of the chicanery that goes on at the holiday party. So, on top of the language and the violence, you've got people like, I don't know, dragging each other into offices. People are like wasted. You've got, what did you say about Ellis? He was on the ski slopes in Holly's office. It was just
Yeah.
wild stuff.
Skiing the slopes, man.
Skiing the slopes, man.
But
But,
the
but
other
the
thing is the
acting,
holiday
like,
parties. Like, the fucking holiday parties. Like, I can't imagine back then.
I can't
Like,
either. I can't either. I'm almost convinced that's why companies moved away from like big office parties or office parties off site or that allowed drinking amongst employees because I don't doubt that there were scenarios out there
mhm.
that were in which the scene from Die Hard is not super far from reality, you know?
No, yeah. I mean, in the early 90s, I remember my mom getting like gifts of like vodka. It was like a vodka glass set, and I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
seems kind of a little aggressive for a for a work gift, but
When I was in retail, I remember my store managers would give us like wine every year, just like bottles of wine. Very strange stuff. And you know, it was like the $10 wine that you could get at like CVS, depending on your state.
was
It's
that
very
like
strange.
Chateau Diana?
Yes,
Or...
yes, Chateau Diane. Yeah. Oh,
My mom used
gross.
to be like, "Oh, there's no alcohol in it." I'm like, "There's alcohol. It's just not a good wine."
Yeah. But no, like you said, Ellis's acting is near horrific in this movie because and that's the intent, right? He's a very over the top, eccentric character.
Yeah.
But when you think of Bruce Willis's acting, Holly's, I forget the actress's name, but the actress who plays Holly, and of
Hmm.
course we know him, we love him, Alan Rickman. Um, that acting really even Reginald Vel Johnson is phenomenal throughout
Yeah.
the runtime of the movie. So the acting really is what helps sells it, I think, as more than just a schlock action movie.
Mm.
Um, so I think that's why I gravitate so much towards it. That really has become a tradition for me every year around holiday time is, you know, Die Hard's usually on as I'm putting up the decorations or I'm decorating the tree or whatever. And then I
Mhm.
will proceed to watch it at least twice more before the holiday season ends because I just love it that much. Um, but wasn't this I think you might have some fun facts for us, and I'm sorry if I'm about to steal one, but isn't this Alan Rickman's like first big movie.
It is. This is his first feature film debut.
Amazing.
Yeah. So actually, the part was originally offered to Sam Neill, but he turned it down.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah. Which is like I don't
Huh.
know why it's so hard. Sam Neill is a great actor, but
Yeah.
I
I
can't.
can't picture him in that role, though.
Well, that and I can't. I mean, uh, it's tough to say because he is a dick in Peaky Blinders, um, which he's great. He's like phenomenal in that show, which I do recommend if you've not seen it. But I just always picture him from Jurassic Park, so
Me
it's
too.
like I
That's what I
can't
picture.
erase him
Me too.
from that
Me too.
that. But yeah. So other fun facts I had, it was the role for John McClane was originally offered to Frank Sinatra, but he was too old to play the part. And the reason
Wow.
being is because of this. So the movie is based on Roderick Thorpe's 1979 crime novel, Nothing Lasts Forever, which is a sequel to his 1966 novel, The Detective. The Detective was a movie where Frank Sinatra starred in, so that's why he was like originally offered the sequel, which became Die Hard. Didn't happen.
Interesting.
Clint Eastwood owned the movie rights to Nothing Lasts Forever, which was Die Hard, but he planned to star in it in the early '80s, but decided to axe that idea. So crazy how this like all falls apart or comes together rather. Um, you were talking about Bruce Willis and his feet, so he was given a pair of rubber feet to wear as a safety precaution.
Oh,
Apparently, if
okay.
you
That's
look
good to know.
in close, like in a couple of scenes, you could see the fake appendages. But I knew this going into it, and I didn't see anything. So I
I
don't
didn't
know.
know this, and I also didn't see any. But also, like, how much are you scrutinizing the man's feet? The only reason I even think about them is because I cannot, first of all, like, I can't walk around without socks or slippers or something on unless it's
Right.
the summer. In the summer, like, barefoot or flip flop, fine. But
Hmm.
thinking about, and I know it's California, whatever, but like running around a cold office building like that, and then all the glass and the dirt, like, oh,
No,
I don't know, man. That is the only reason his feet matter.
it's just
Um,
black. Oh God, one piece of
yeah.
glass, I'd be like, all right, I'm out. Just get
Yeah,
the
I'm
fuck
done
out of
here.
here.
Well, and you know, when he was in some of those unfinished areas, you know, there were like chunks of wood and screws and nails and all this other garbage.
Right. Right. Which actually, the Nakatomi Plaza is the corporate headquarters of 20th Century Fox, the makers of the movie.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and they basically charged rent to themselves to to film there, and the building was under construction, so a lot of the stuff was like there already.
Oh,
Um,
that's funny.
yeah, I thought that was like the most interesting one. Um, the last couple of things I had here was John McClane's tank top is on display at the National Museum of American History at the Smithsonian.
Huh.
Um, yeah, and the at the end when Hans is falling off the building, that is a genuine reaction from
I
him
know
because they
this
told
one.
him they
Yeah.
were gonna count to three and they counted two and
And they
dropped him.
didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, so fucked up. But I get it. I mean, keeps it more authentic. But
The first time I read that, I was trying to pay attention the next time I watched the movie, and he really does look like
he,
flabbergasted when he falls. So
yeah. I mean, it looks like a pretty big drop still.
yeah, yeah. And I don't know, that's almost like when you do those, like the Tower of Terror is an example, or any of
Hmm.
those like amusement park rides where you know a drop is coming, but it doesn't make you any less anxious before it happens.
Right.
So I can imagine that if I were in his shoes, I would be anxious waiting for the 3. And then if you drop me before you got there, I don't know what I'd do. I would freak out.
They did it at Six Flags. I forget what they called it, but it was like you were like in this harness and they would bring you like super up,
Yeah.
and then like this person was like, all right, we're gonna count to three, and then I was like, okay, and they're like, but first you got to pull this like it was like a, I don't know, like this wire, And then I was like, okay, and I pulled the wire, and it just immediately
And you
dropped. So
just went,
yeah, I was like, what the fuck? As I'm dropping,
yeah.
like whatever. Um, but yeah, it's still a good movie. I still enjoy watching it. I will say I'm on the fence about it with the Christmas movie because I do see there's fair points on both sides. But for the sake of arguing, I'm gonna say it's not a Christmas movie.
Wow. Truly for the sake of arguing, because now I'm upset. He chose violence today,
I
Brian.
chose violence. Ugh. I should have just kept that Home Alone point in the pocket. That really fucked
I
up
mean,
my
all you really did was prove mine, so I'm glad you
because
said it. I love it. I love it.
I was conflicted. All right,
But overall, I
it's a good
think
movie.
I think it's an excellent movie, and I think watching like Al and John build their camaraderie over the walkie-talkie, and then when they meet at the end, like that's such a sweet moment.
Hmm.
And then kind of, seeing the intricacies of John and Holly and their marriage, and he comes in hot when he gets there. Which, by the way, Bruce Willis, get it together. That's never
Yeah,
how you approach a conversation like that. Like, come on. Ugh, it always makes me so upset when he's got to bring into it like, oh, you only use my last name when you're writing checks. It's like you're like
yikes.
separated. What did you think was gonna happen, guy?
Right,
I don't
right.
I don't understand. But and meanwhile, she's like, "Oh, why don't you stay at my house? The kids would love to see you. I would love you to be there." Like she's approaching it from a completely different angle, but it more than just family and coming together. It's about him realizing what really matters to him and what's important to him. Like when he's on the walkie-talkie telling Al like when you run into my wife Holly and you'll know who she is when you see her, by then it'll all make sense. Like tell her I think he ends his whole little monologue with she's heard me say I love you 1,000 times. She's never heard me say I'm sorry. So it's kind of watching his character grow throughout the movie, which again, in an action movie, is not always something you get from your action hero. Usually, they are just the brawny, muscular, strong guy who or gal who goes and saves the day, and you don't really get to watch that growth. And I'm not saying that as a blanket statement. I know if you're talking about a lot of superhero movies, obviously you're going to get the hero's journey, the character arc, the growth, all of that. But
Hmm.
I don't know. I think of like The Transporter or some of these other just like pure action movies.
Yeah, like
And
John Wick.
you don't always get that much character development or growth. And I thought you get a lot of that with John McClane,
Mm,
which is cool.
yeah, yeah. I always forget how violent it is.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like Takagi getting shot in the beginning. No
Hmm.
spoiler, but like it's 88, so come on now.
Yeah, I mean, come on
But
now.
and what's the dude's name who gets like hung by the chain? Uh,
Oh, oh, I don't remember.
is it Carl?
Carl,
Yeah.
Karl, Carl. Yeah. But there are also so many like laugh out loud comedic moments throughout this movie. Like anything with freaking Ellis is just it's not intended to be funny, but it's hysterical because he is just so damn obnoxious.
Mm.
Um but I think like when Hans does his whole "Oh, I'm Bill Clay" and he pretends to be like this freaked out American because he's trying to hide his accent. That scene is so insane.
It's so insane, but it's so good because
It is.
it's
Oh,
like a
no bullets.
semi twist. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were saying he was
They
like
pull
struggling with the accent, so I can only imagine like trying to do the English accent, but then doing another English accent on top of that has
Yeah.
got to be like tough. So what do you like? Did you go past the first one? Do you just watch the first one?
I've seen the second one. I've seen what is that? Die Hard with a Vengeance is the second one? Or is it Die Harder?
Die Hardest.
I
I don't know.
I've only seen the second one once. It is Die Harder.
What is this like Too
Die
Fast, Too
Hard 2,
Furious?
Die Harder. Yeah. Um it was fine.
Yeah.
It was fine. Um, it was another like fun action type movie, and it is again centered around, holiday time, being stuck in an airport, holiday travel, all of that. But I don't know if it's because I'm so attached to the first one or because they didn't try to reinvent it at all. It was basically the same shtick in a different location.
Uh,
Um,
okay.
that it didn't resonate as hard with me. It was still a fun watch, but it's not one that I revisit
Right.
the same way I do the first one.
That's fair. That's fair. I keep getting it. I keep thinking like Joseph Gordon-Levitt's in it, but then I'm thinking that's Looper and not Die Hard.
I
I don't
don't
know
think
why.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt is in Die Hard.
No,
I'm
no.
not
Yeah. Though like a later one down the road, but I could be like a third or fourth one because doesn't his like daughter?
I don't know. I hold on. I don't know about all that. Cuz I feel like Joseph Gordon-Levitt would have been very young when these movies came out, no?
Yeah, you're right. He'd be like a sperm cell, you know?
In the earlier ones for sure. No, Joseph Gordon-Levitt is not in any of the Die Hard films.
Justin Long, that's who it is.
Oh,
You know, classic mix-up.
classic
Uh,
mix up. But what's interesting is allegedly there was speculation about Joseph Gordon-Levitt playing young John McClane in a prequel that was never made. But yes, he played a younger version of Bruce Willis's character in Looper.
yeah, I liked that movie. That was a good one.
Yeah.
I am an action movie fan though, so
I know, I know. You've brought me out of my comfort zone in getting like we watched Mission Impossible. That's not
mm,
something I would have gone out of my way to watch. Um and then we revisited Independence Day,
yes,
which
which didn't go so well.
no, it did not. I remember that being way more badass than it was when we revisited, but that's okay.
Aliens. Yeah, I mean, I just like the John Wicks. I really like because you just gotta like look at it as like a. This is maybe a bad example, but like for example, Step Up. If you like dancing and whatever, you're not really looking for a plot in fucking Step Up. You're
That's true.
looking to see
That
what
is a
their
very good
coordinated
point.
dancing is.
Yeah, you just want to see the dancing. That's true.
Yeah,
That's
like
very,
John
very
Wick,
true.
you just want to see like what kind of
The
sick
fight scenes and
fight
stuff.
scenes that
Yeah.
come up and the choreography of that.
Yeah. That's fair.
All right, I think that wraps up Die Hard here. We do have a couple more movies that we're gonna go into the mix. But let's get into some Christmas fun because it's the fucking holidays here.
Yeah, it is.
So let's start it off with the trees. Do you go real trees, fake trees?
Real.
What's your real all the way?
Mm-hmm. I, as of last year, I did get a small fake tree. So the way my house is set up, I have like a front den room that nobody uses, but it has windows to the front of my house. And then I have my actual living room that is where we spend most of our time. So for my proper tree, I get a real tree that is non-negotiable. And that goes in the main living room so that I can stare at it for hours on end to just watch the lights and be like, oh, it's the holidays. But I did get a small fake one to put in the front window, in the
Okay.
front room, so that when people are passing the house or when we pull up, we can see like, oh, there's a Christmas tree there. Because I don't know,
Okay.
we always put lights in the window, but it felt like something was missing. So I got a cheap fake one at like Target last year. But for my actual tree, like if that one got destroyed and it was like, okay, you have to, what are you using for your your main event tree? It's always going to be a real tree for me.
Yeah. I have softened the stance. So I do overall like the real trees. I've always had a real tree, but my issue is that the consistency of where you are
Mm,
can be altering. Like I had I could say in the last 3 years it's not been the greatest experience getting real trees. So I had one that we went I don't know, 45 minutes away from to find a tree lot, because I used to think tree like lots were the best place to get them, because I was like, if you go to Home Depot, Lowe's, you don't know what you're gonna get. So
Sure.
we found this lot, got the tree, went to sleep. The next day I saw a spider at the top of the tree with webs all around the top. So
Oh my god.
yeah.
Oh, no,
Ugh,
no, 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 no.
yeah. So we
Oh, boy.
immediately threw it out. And now that's like,
Oh,
I mean, I'm not gonna, cause it's stupid, cause you're not gonna go back, because like if there's one in
no.
that, fuck that and whatever. So that was like $60 down the drain. Then you go to like another lot and the same thing, not spiders, but the tree didn't last. So between that and then the prices of them going up, like they used to
Yeah.
be 30, $40, and now they're like anywhere from 65 to like 85.
Yeah.
And if you look at it like economically, the the fake trees are like
I know you
cheaper.
buy it once and then you have it for years. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and they have improved. Like they do look a lot better. So
Yeah, they do. They do, for sure.
the problem is the storage. Like if you don't have storage, where are you putting this
Where are
with
you
your
gonna keep
giant
it? Right.
Halloween skeleton? So I
Right.
don't know.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah. So do you want to
And
tell? I
listen,
mean, you said it in a previous episode, but what your tricks to maintaining your real
yes.
trees?
Yes, that's exactly where I was just gonna go. So I was going to
Okay.
say live trees do have their frustrating points. Like keeping them alive is a big pain in the neck, especially like my holiday tradition to kick off December and the holiday time is Black Friday every year. I go out, I get my Christmas tree. So
Hmm.
that means I have to keep that damn thing alive for a month, which is not easy to do. But I have over the years picked up some nifty tips and tricks. And what has worked best for me is Sprite, like full sugar Sprite soda.
Okay.
I've never tried like a Sierra Mist or a 7 Up. I stick with Sprite. But I had been mixing my own sugar water because I read somewhere that sugar water is your best bet at keeping a Christmas tree alive and looking like green and smelling good for as long as possible.
Hmm.
But do you know how many fucking times I made this concoction of sugar water and spilled it walking to the tree? Or like I was trying to pour it in and I thought I was at the right spot of the tree base, but I got it on the
Yeah.
tree skirt and it dripped all over the floor. Like just a complete disaster. And also, like you don't know if your ratio of sugar to water is going to work out exactly right. And then if you use too much sugar, you get bugs and it's too much. But I read somewhere that was like, "Oh, you're still using sugar water. The way to
That's
keep a
so
Christmas
3
tree
years
alive is
ago.
use Sprite." Right. They said to use Sprite. And I was like, you know what? Sprite would be a lot easier to freaking pour into this thing. I'm just going to try it. And that has not failed me in years. I've been doing this for years now. The people at the grocery store must think I'm absolutely insane because I roll up with a cart that has like, toilet paper, tissues, maybe some gift wrap, and then 8 2-liter bottles of Sprite. It's insane. But it does work. It works super well. So if you're a live tree person and you've not tried Sprite to keep it
Mhm.
fresh and use it as your watering liquid of choice, I recommend Sprite. It has worked for years.
Yeah, I can second that because I did try it after Steph has told me about it. It does work. It just be prepared because it does. The tree does drink a lot of Sprite, like
Oh
a
my god,
lot.
it's wild. Yeah, it's wild. And you can always tell when you're getting towards like, oh, this tree is donezo. Because at first it's like you put a couple 2-liter bottles in there and the next day it's half gone and you're like, what the hell? But then by the time you get towards the end of the season, it's like the same Sprite you put in there a week ago is still sitting there and you're like, oh, this is gross now. Um,
That's the only thing that stinks is like the cleanup aspect because if it dries, it gets all like sticky. So that's I hate that the tree stands. There's just like they're never good enough. But
No, no. And
uh,
then there's the whole with a live tree, you have just pine needles for the next 8 months showing up everywhere,
everywhere.
like in your laundry, randomly jabbed into your toe through your sock. Like it's insane. But to
It's
me
like
it's worth it. I
glitter.
really do like. Yeah, it is like glitter. It is like glitter, but I really like having a real tree.
Yeah, the smell I think is the best part of it when it
Yeah.
gives off like those Fraser firs and whatever.
I love me a Fraser fir.
Little Douglas
A little
Fraser
Douglas
fir.
fir action. I only got I think I got a Douglas fir once because I wanted a Fraser fir, but they all sucked that year. And I was like,
Mm,
"Ugh." I think so there was one year where I was getting my kitchen redone in like my first apartment.
okay.
And because of that, we couldn't get our Christmas tree until I think it was like 5 days before. So there was bottom of the barrel slim pickings left. So I didn't get my tree of choice, but it was a tree. It did the job. It was fine.
I don't like now that some of these places don't tie it for you because like they don't want the liability. Like fuck you. I'm buying your $80 tree that's gonna die in a month. You could put it on the fucking car for me.
Usually, oh my God, the lengths we go to get that thing affixed to the top of the, and usually then I'm holding the twine in the front seat, you know? And there was one year I looked at my rearview mirror. I'm like, oh my God, it's going to fall off the side. We're losing it.
It's like you're like setting up your own final destination for fucking people. This is
So bad.
insane. Yeah, I'm sorry, you can't put
Uh,
string on it? I'm not gonna sue you. Like,
I always make sure I show up with like a crisp $20 bill, which is obscene. That's an obscene amount of money to give somebody, in my opinion, to tie a tree to my roof, but I will do it
mm.
because I can't be the one crisscross applesauce holding the freaking twine, hoping to God the tree stays up there. It's too much pressure. I can't
Well,
live
I was
like that.
happy last year because the kid goes, like, I was gonna tip him because that's what I was thinking too. Like, oh, if I give you a tip, maybe you'll do it. He's like, oh no, like it's company policy, we're not supposed to. So I was like, oh okay. He's like, but I can give you string if you want that. And I'm like, yeah. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Hop on top of the car and sit there while we
Right.
drive away? Like, what are we doing? Yeah. So I'm hoping. I mean, I am getting a real one, so I'm still holding out faith for the real trees. I do have
Nice.
to get a new stand because I
I
threw it
have to
out in a
buy a new one
rage
every
last
year.
year.
Yep, I do the same thing. I do the same exact thing. That or like one of the little bolts they give you to get the tree to stay upright gets lost. And I'm like, I'm not dealing with this. I just end up with a new one every year.
It's 2025. Isn't there a simpler way? Like, can't isn't there like a circle that you could just like squeeze and it's like keeps it in?
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you feel? What are your takes on the blow up decorations that people put on the lawns? Do you find it lazy or do you find it like, all right, well, you decorated?
I have very, very mixed feelings
Okay.
on tonight's key word, y'all, inflatables. Inflatables
Yeah.
is your key word. Take it with you. Make sure you keep it for the rest of the following episodes for our contest. But all right, inflatables. So, how do I feel about inflatable decorations? Here's the thing, I do not love them. I do think I think in some instances they do come off a little like, I don't want to say lazy because you're still going through the effort of decorating, like you said, but
Hmm.
almost a little tacky. It's like, why do I need Disney characters, branded characters to be the only decor I see? Now, some of them that are a little more off the beaten path, I'll say, can be really cute. Like the ones that look like snow globes that kind of have some of the animation in them. Those are really adorable. I've seen some over the years that I'm like, oh, that's actually kind of cute.
Right.
But like, would I ever go to Home Depot and buy one? Definitely not. No. I don't think they are worth the price that
No,
they
definitely not.
are charging for them. And also, too many horror stories, like a bad windstorm and it goes blowing down the block. I remember I don't know if this still happens or if this happens near where I live now, but there was a thing a while ago where kids like I don't know, to be mean-spirited or to prank. I don't know what the deal was, but they were like slashing people's inflatables.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine spending like $100 on one of those
Mhm.
for it to be shred to ribbons by some brat kid. And then I have to go out and buy a brand new one. And I
Yeah.
know someone might make the argument that you kind of run that risk with any decoration you put out because somebody could come on your lawn and break it or damage it or take it or whatever. But I know that the inflatables were a target for that type of thing. At least
Yeah, I
a
don't
couple
know
years ago they were.
why it's like why was it so triggering? Like people were hitting it with their car or something.
Yeah,
Like
it
what?
was crazy. Like, listen,
I-
I don't love them either, guys, but let's calm down. It's not that serious.
yeah, I'm not about to run it over with a car. Like, come on, man.
But I will say, I
Let's
I
not blow it out of
prefer.
proportion.
Oh, all right, we both got one tonight. There you go. But I appreciate a more simplistic holiday decorating strategy. Like I just like a lot of lights.
Yeah, I agree.
So it doesn't have to be like one of those crazy Christmas houses that they go completely all out and all you can think is what the hell is your electric bill in the month of
Yeah.
December because oh my god. But I before or over inflatables and lawn decor and all of these other things, I do really love just a well lit house or shrubs or whatever it is that you're putting lights on.
I don't like I don't even know what it's called. It's like a circle and you put it like in the front of your house and it just like projects a
Oh, the
light.
projector.
That is the laziest piece of shit decoration I've ever fucking seen. Like, try harder. That's just like the kid in a group project that just signs his fucking name. You didn't even try. Like,
Yeah.
I'd rather you hang something on a railing, put a wooden sign with Santa Claus on it. I would give you that. But
Yeah.
I hate that thing.
I'm not a huge fan. I do find that to be very lazy and it's just like they sell they sell light bulbs that are red and green or blue and white. I've seen some beautiful blue and white light themes whatever. Or even a lot of the if you have like Govee outdoor lighting or Philips Hue outdoor lighting and I know that shit is expensive as anything, but a lot of people do choose to put those outdoors because you can change the light colors with the seasons. So they
Mm.
literally come programmed with seasonal themes. Like Halloween, you'll get purple and orange. And then in the holidays, you can pick like blue and white or red and green or whatever color scheme you're looking for. And I find that to be more appealing to me than just when someone's got like the crisscrossing, it's like a stocking in a Christmas tree. It looks insane. I don't know.
Like, what are you, fucking Fox Studios with the dun, dun, dun,
The
dun, dun,
searchlights.
dun. Get out of here, man. You stink. Step it up. But the other thing I wanted to add was like the fake trees, now that it's come back to me, is like some of them now you can fully like custom make with your phone and like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can have designs like I think that's pretty sick. All right. The I think we can kind of end it here. Uh Weird traditions. Any interesting ones that you do?
Weird or interesting tradition.
So I don't do this, but I think the weirdest tradition that was started was like the mistletoe. Like
Oh God. Ugh.
like what was like what this is just so creepy. Like
It
why
is. It's so weird.
why?
It
And it
is
was like
so
where was it
strange.
just holiday parties like at work? Like where was this just random get-togethers? Like I don't understand the concept of this.
Yeah, I don't either, and I just don't. I don't understand. I
Yeah.
never will. I never found that to be like a cute tradition.
No.
Even when I was with somebody, it was like, "Oh, you want to kiss under the mistletoe?" Like, no, not really. That's so weird. And
What
who
is
the
even the
hell even has
significance?
mistletoe? Like, what? I don't understand.
Yeah. I don't get it.
I don't know that I have any weird
Mm.
traditions personally. I
Yeah.
do have some, like, okay. so I'm going to out myself. This is not a movie we're covering, but I feel like I need to bring it up in conversation. One of my favorite Christmas movies when I was little was the animated Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I
Yeah,
would
yeah.
watch that 1,000 times before the holiday growing up every single year. And then when the when the Jim Carrey version came out, that became my whole personality for a while because I was very into Jim Carrey when that movie came out, and I love The Grinch so much. And that's still one of my favorite holiday movies. And every year when I am wrapping my presents and gifts to go under the tree, I put that movie on in the background because Brandon never wants to watch it with me. He hates
Right.
that movie. So
Mm.
I know if I'm gonna watch it, it has to be by myself. So that is my gift wrapping tradition is the Grinch goes on, I wrap my gifts, I get them all set up under the tree, and that's the end of that. But that is definitely a without fail annual tradition for me.
The Grinch and The Christmas Story are like two movies. Like I like and I'll watch them, but I don't like they don't do it for me. I just
Well, now you've unlocked a core memory for me. So, one of my fondest memories of the holiday growing up is that we would spend it with, my favorite aunt, my favorite cousin, and that was the highlight. That's who we spent Christmas Day with. And it was any holiday you would unwrap presents and then you'd eat all day and then there'd be 8,000 desserts. But Brian, God help me, and I love my aunt, and this is no disrespect to her.
the 24
Every
hour.
fucking Christmas, the 24-hour A Christmas Story marathon. If I never ever see that movie again, it will be too soon for me. I can't do it. I can't do it. And to your point, it never really did it for me either.
It
I
doesn't.
don't.
What is it? Like, yeah. I,
It just didn't resonate with me. It didn't resonate with me. But every Christmas, the whole day, that's all that was on. And oh my God.
it's 24 hours, and it's like, who asked for 24 hours of this movie? Like,
Well, I don't mind. All right, well, this is different. So like on New Year's Day, Sci-Fi used to run a Twilight Zone marathon, and I forget the other channel, but they used to do a Honeymooners marathon. And I was way more into the Twilight Zone than the Honeymooners, but that I would look forward to, like 24 hours of the Twilight Zone, hell yeah. But that's a little bit different because every episode is different. It's not like
yeah,
they
it's
played the
not on a
same
loop.
episode for 24 hours. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know. I don't know whose brilliant marketing idea that was. Like, oh, play the same movie for 24 hours straight. And like before I was old enough to realize what the hell was going on, I remember like because also when you're young, like me and my cousin and my sister were like off doing whatever the three of us because we were thick as thieves and we weren't like glued to the TV is what I'm trying to
right,
say. But I
right.
remember like I'd walk into the living room and the movie would be on and then we'd go do stuff for a couple hours and we'd walk back through the living room and I would stare at the TV for a minute and be like, why is this still on? This
Right.
was on the last time I was in this room, and that was hours ago.
It's
And
the
then
same
as I got
scene.
older, I realized it's the same movie looping over and over. But
It's the best part. I'll shoot your eye out, kid. Ah, ah, ah. I can't. I can't. That movie.
yeah, the Grinch I love, but I think the Grinch is painted and covered with nostalgia for me because
hmm
I watched it growing up. I knew every word to the animated one. Um, and then like I said, when the Jim Carrey one came out, I was so into like Ace Ventura Pet Detective and
Yeah.
Liar Liar and all of his popular movies that came out in that like 90s early 2000s era
Yeah.
that I really was obsessed. I can't even lie about it. I can't even
The,
lie about it.
I'm with you. The Jim Carrey one and the original cartoon one. I've watched those the most. I know there's like a new one now, I think.
Yes,
Uh,
you're right. You're right. Um
which is a Benedict Cumberbatch, I think. Who plays
That's
Grinch?
so
He's so
strange.
crazy. Yeah, yeah.
Well, I also love, like, Boris Karloff narrated the OG animated one, so
Hmm.
I just remember growing up with that. Like, the movie itself gives me warm and fuzzies. And I really did think, when did the Jim Carrey one come out? That was in
It's a good trivia.
2000.
Damn, really?
Uh-huh.
Holy shit. So, oh yeah, because it's the 25th anniversary.
Yeah.
I forgot they
So
just
when
like
that
reunited Jim Carrey
Oh
and
yeah, you're right.
the
You're
girl.
right.
Yeah.
Taylor Momsen. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But what I loved about the Grinch, the 2000s one, is that they obviously, Jim Carrey added his comedic flair and I thought he was hilarious, but a lot of the fundamental moments and the quotable moments, they kept true to the book, the Dr. Seuss book, and to the original animated version that I grew up, loving and watching as frequently as I did. So it was hard not to get attached to that one because they kept it so honest to the original.
Yeah.
And I don't know, that there are still parts of that movie that I laugh hysterically and uncontrollably and I can't stop myself. And I really couldn't tell you why. Like, I've seen the movie 1,000 times. I know it's coming, but I don't know. It's
Just the nostalgia aspect.
yeah, yeah. It's always a comforting and a feel good watch for me.
I like the cartoon a little bit better just because the Who's and Whoville creep me out in the in the Jim Carrey one. That would be
Yeah,
my main
yeah.
issue
I
with that
mean,
one.
I thought they did a good job of making the Who's look like I would imagine the Who's to look, but I can totally understand your point.
McDonald's is having a adult kids meal, Grinch themed. So
What?
yeah, they've done it
Oh
before. They've
boy.
done like adult kids meals, but yeah, because we're
What
millennials. We can't afford a house, so give us kids meals back.
can you explain to me what makes an adult kids meal an adult kids meal? I need
Oh,
to
sure.
understand.
It's a
Thanks.
munchkin looking box where they give you a medium sized fries, a burger, and a collectible toy just so you could feel more belittled in your nostalgia.
So they all they
Fucking
do is
kill me.
upgrade the size of the french fry that they give you. That's what makes it an adult kids meal.
Yeah, but they still give you a collectible, so you look less weird when you ask for a kids meal.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. That's
But
still
it's
bizarre
not
to
like
me,
it's
but
the
okay.
same price as a kids meal. I think it's like $20.
That's insane. If you're going to spend $20 on a burger, go to
Hmm.
someplace better than McDonald's, I would think.
Well, listen,
Now,
McDonald's is my
granted,
goat fast food, so
okay,
be
I was
wary.
going to say, also bear in mind you're talking to somebody who hasn't eaten a fast food burger in, holy
That's
shit,
fair.
it's got to be at least 20 years.
And
So,
they like refuse to do like a veggie option. I feel like they were supposed to work with Impossible and then they turned it
I thought
down.
they were too, and then they didn't. Yeah, it didn't go forward. I know Burger King has the Impossible Whopper, but if I'm being perfectly honest, if I want an Impossible Burger, I'm just going to make it myself. Like, I'm not going to Burger King. Thank you.
Burger King fell the hell off. But we're not gonna
Oh,
get
God.
into a debate on fast food, at least not in this episode. So,
Yeah, you'll have to stick
uh,
around for that.
so all right. So you got your keyword. We're not gonna repeat it. You gotta listen back in the episode. But keep your popcorn popping and your possibilities endless. And we'll see you next time.
Bye, y'all.